Alright, hello, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I just started day 3. Let's see. I don't think you can activate this. Pull the light. Pull the fan. Pull on the light. Nothing. Okay. Good morning, Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Would you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? Actually, I have all I need.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
A brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just get this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Wow, a new skill point. Can we go over let's see. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not? That's all I needed to know.
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s. What more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure? I think something's already happening. Why not? Because it's impossible. I know that. Still.
No, something isn't happening, because it's not part of reality.
Composure. The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. Conceptualization. So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. Island Empire. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him. Can we, let's see, go over the stuff? We're from different precincts. Why are we working on this case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being on a being in on anything. You know what? I am in on it. Retrograde amnesia. Tell me about it.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Reaction speed. So he volunteered to represent this 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary. So you volunteered to spoil it. What's special about Martinez? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, I am an unrepentant spoilsport.
So special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent here by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it's best to let you make the next move. Logic. Clearly he has already formed his own theory. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest we have. A hero cop sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury. An apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? That's the apocalypse cop. I've never done that path. The messages are weird. Maybe one day. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. The silence carries. Okay, enough of that.
It's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Alright, let's see. We have logic, 97%. Why did the 41st send me? +1 sorry cop, +1 Roy mentioned suicide. And then Island Empire, 17%. Convince Kim that there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. Yeah, well, I'll just go for it. Imagine knowing this game, 97% is still going to fail, but it's... Logic, look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57. What? No, that can't be right. Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late, wearing piss-stained disco garb, and weren't sent here to win. Let's see, Kim. What if my precinct sent me here on the case because I'm a fuck-up, like as a joke?
I've considered it.
So it is true, but it's not true, right?
I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though.
Why's that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Ah, so you are their finest. Do you really see me as a safe bet?
I am the finest of nothing.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Volition. He's right. There is no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought, now let it go. And then I'm probably not going to get that right. You know what, let's see what happens. Nothing. Failure. Only banal things strike you. At their core, you're a very banal person, with a very small soul. No, my morale.
You look like shit.
Man with sunglasses. Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like shit, asshole. I don't look like shit. I know, it's intentional. The last couple days have been rough. Looks don't matter. It's what's on the inside that counts. I'm never going to get this case solved. It's what's on the inside.
That's what I'm going by here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
Horse-faced woman. The woman next to him sighs.
It's not just this week. What you want?
He scans you from head to toe. Composure. Okay, so this guy's cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you. Kim, who is this guy? Esprit de Corps, challenging 72%. Called you station. There's something strange about this guy. Figure it out. Let's see. Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Esprit de Corps. It's not his style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses. And the woman beside him. Oh boy. They're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them. Let's see. Esprit de Corps 72%. 60 success. You know what this what it is. It's like the two of you have know each other. Just ask him. Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Esprit de Corps. Another life. From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
He pauses.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
The 41st. The 57th. The 69. 9,099,999,999.9th. Never mind. This is stupid.
Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds,
Somewhere good.
let's talk more about this hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, I think he's supposed to read that, but he just, didn't. Oh, the hypothetical 41. Yeah. Let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. So, what would our relationship be like in this alternate universe? Do you have a crime to solve? Who else is in your imaginary police station? I can't imagine it anymore.
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Like partners in crime, or... You seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner. You seem like a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better. Kim's cooler than you. Damn
I'm sure
right.
he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent. No offense, but you seem like a bit of a drag. Like partners in crime?
No, because in this thought experiment, we're all police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Crime bros.
Come on, stop it.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Who else is in your imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of a lung?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Wanna tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Conceptualization. Okay, yes. You get the joke. Leave it at that. I can't imagine.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a prophet? Like a revolutionary? Like a sack of shit? Like Guillaume Lee? Like Krasmazov? I don't know, you tell me. Like a man down on his luck. I'm trying real hard here, man. Like a revolutionary?
No, not like a revolutionary.
He looks away. Now will you answer some questions for me?
No,
Why not?
'cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Authority. Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Reaction speed. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping into your head. Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged. Okay, I'm doing this investigation, and it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes. Hey, why am I telling you this? Basically.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wing and his hair. He corrects his hair. What? Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look. Logic, and I healed my morale. It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating, and would lead somewhere. Custom even, strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the Hanged Man again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the
Oh, no,
you
it's
think
the
he was
same.
hanged as a cover? Okay, I don't know. Oh my god, there's
Okay.
watch out for yourself, loser.
Loser. Perception, hearing. The voice, so familiar. Did you hear it when you called into the station, reporting your badge missing? Wait, your voice, I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yes, I haven't seen you before. Maybe. I have a bit of, point to my head, memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Esprit de corps. Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? I know. Super weird. I guess it was kind of weird, yes. No, the whole interaction was perfectly normal. Frankly, I'm way past caring or wondering. Super weird. There's something we're missing here, something you can't put your finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at, but still. I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station. It's impossible. I don't want to waste my time. Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again?
Drama. He might be wearing a disguise. Look, I just have to ask you if we're from the same police station.
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay. Yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere. Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Esprit de corps. Okay. I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent. Something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively. Rhetoric. As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response, something to click. It's not happening, though. Who is this guy? Let's see, do you have anything to say?
Can I help you?
Nope. Does she have anything to say?
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
The water lock on the canal was broken, so your husband probably just got stuck on the other side of the coast.
Oh, my. What happened to the water lock?
Probably just some technical problem. Word around the canal is some weird new cryptid destroyed it. I really don't know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired, and it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know that you're here. When or if I get there. I've really spent too much time on this side case as it is, reject.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Okay, I think I can...
Looks
that I've-
like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I did the task for Everard, so you should probably... Let's see, we'll talk to... You just found a bullet in the hanged man's head. Me and Everard talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature guys, Everard sent word, right? Why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp? I would never tell on someone. Let's change the subject.
I would, though.
He says, as casually as if it were commenting on the weather.
Typical Bino Claude. Always a tattletale.
He shakes his head resentfully and continues.
Everard sent word you two would be around again. That's the only reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
Rhetoric. It would take an army to bend Titus to its will, but having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect. Authority 17%, plus 2 Everard as to cooperate, plus 1. Disgust 830. I want to talk about the hanged man again. I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness. Found a bullet in the hanged man's head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
He taps on his right temple. Drama, sire. It would be an errant most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes. I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this? Show them the bullet in the victim's head. I think the hanging...
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting. Did you guys shoot him? Don't worry. We'll figure this out sooner or later.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Drama. All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Conclude.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment. Logic. It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there somewhere. Found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Composure. He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. Logic. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name. Let's see. Just dogs him. Charles Vindevarn, a high-ranking government official from Rue de Sainte-Gasseline 33B. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official. On Lee, and leave it at that. Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Claimed that the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion. The witness said he saw two people of Areopagite descent and one Mesk. The witness said it's all looked like a surreal play. Actually, nothing.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Rhetoric, they're avoiding having to answer the question. I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
What it says, two people of Areopagite sent in one mess.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
I've been pronouncing it Areopagite because that's the first time I heard it was Measurehead saying it, and he pronounces things weird.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
Witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook. Actually, nothing.
Great witness.
Rhetoric. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with having this info. Want to talk about the hanging again? Let's see. Establish authority. A bunch of bonuses. Let's see. See if we can establish authority here. Actually, do I have anything that increases my authority? Let's see. Physique, morale, psychic, -1 health, no. Oh, wait. I have alcohol, let's see. Nah, it's just physique. Okay.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Wow, authority success. As you look around the room, full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Oh.
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Authority. Not quite there yet. Push on. No. I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit. Just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer. Jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer bag up. Authority. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. Need to talk to her.
Titus?
He looks at her. Authority. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's got to give it up. He's got to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due. With an O-U.
Island Empire. Shit, the girl upstairs. That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop. Calasia? Miss Orion Disco Dancer. Let's see, composure. Cool. Keep your cool. Composure 4 low. -1. Said you don't remember being a cop. -1. Said you don't remember reality. -1. Talked about your room and crying. So,
Sure.
Disco Dancer.
Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Oh, you have to do it. This is a red check. It cannot be done. No. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Rhetoric. Calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup. So, what was her relationship with the mercenary? So the rape. When was that? So, scratch your head. What is your relationship with her? I think I laugh nervously. I think I know her. Let's see. Thank you. We'll talk about her.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
When was this?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
He crushes his half-empty beer can.
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
So, what was your relationship
I know
with her?
her.
He looks around, and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
Perception sight, a small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms. Composure. He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscle on his neck tighten. So, she's not from around here. I see, okay. That's cool, that's cool. Another question. Not from around
You
here.
mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. Suggestion. What's with all the silence? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. You said you parted. Cool, that's cool, but what you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex? Drugs? Avoid his gaze. Did you do karaoke? Laugh nervously. Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
Suggestion. He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. Drama. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit. Laugh nervously. Think I know her.
You don't know her.
You're wrong, I do. You're right, I don't. Say nothing.
Good boy.
Thank you.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
I leave. The window. Let's see. Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. Oh yeah, that's right, I have a skill point. I might as well put it into perception, maybe. I like perception. And it'll help with this one too. Sure. Now it's 72%. Wow. Look out the window. +1 mysterious door scene. +1 Ishalendrial dice set. Success. Perception sight. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow. Faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it. A bronze key. Logic. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. Visual calculus. It's close enough to latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence. Someone hid a key in the bush. Point out the window.
Huh?
The big guy looks behind him. I need your guys to hand that key to me. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing? Titus, can you hand the key to me, please?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you. Take the key. The key is brass, workshop spare, is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you. Nod to the old man. Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside of the Union box window? Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what this, what door does it open? Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Okay, does anyone know why this key was hanging out there?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what door it opens.
Could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Logic. It's worth a try. Leave. We got the key. Wow. Try the workshop spare key on the door. Yes. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. Perception smell. No, smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop. The pinball says, Franco-Nigerian, the theme is horses and swords. The pinball is white Daora. The black glass shows a female figure in mourning. A note NB. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner of the room. It's telling you where the key is. Some money. Interfacing, over there in the corner. Oh, hello there, VO. How are you? It's going pretty good. Got a lot done today. Well, not in real life, not in the game. I just started. Oh, actually, it's been an hour. I guess I've gotten a bit done. Although, I just walked downstairs and talked to a bunch of people here. That's it. Let's see. Over there, in the corner. The pinball machine. Ignore the machine. Interfacing. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Agurdi. The mountain goats. Wow, it's goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it. I know, it's really hot here too. I can't imagine how hot it is where you are. Let me see. It's always way hotter in my room here. It's like 80 something. $105. Oh God. That sounds miserable. Although ours is it humid or dry? Ours is quite humid. Rhetoric. Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really. Oh God, no. That's... oh no. Sounds miserable. Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Point to the machine. Let's take a closer look. Pull out the machine.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Wait, you played it?
A little.
Let's take a closer look.
Ah, great.
The lieutenant sighs. Oh no. Well, I hope you feel better soon, and I hope it cools down. Let's see. Cornelius, Gertie, and the Mountain Goats. Reads the golden lettering on the top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath it. The machine is coin-operated. Interfacing. Let's see. Get the game on, finger boy. These flippers are ready. Lean in closer to read the text. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gertie, taking on the world's tallest peak. Corpus Mundi. The Mesque legends hold that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gertie shall return and save his people. Inspect the playing field. The theme of the game is to explore Gertie's climb through the perspective of goats, and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. Wow, well, I'm playing the game in the perspective of a goat, so it's... The peak of the mountain is the top of the playfield. All of the balls have small goat icons on them, and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gertie's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. What's with all the goats? Exactly. Indeed. Think of them as balls. Yes, the goat balls. Pinball isn't for me, leave. I only have $64, so... Hold on. Let me just save here.
Ah.
Insert coin. $1. Gertie ball is lit. It takes a while to get into the rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced, 'faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Wait, what kind of guy was he then? I'm pretty good at this. Continue playing. Enough with the fun.
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
A racist mountaineer.
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That is not cool. Technically, the human beings are the top of the food chain, so that's not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man. But you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at this. Continue playing and have with the fun. Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying around all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you've never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Concentrate and aim for the narrow passage. Maneuvering a goat ball into position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths, but finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Perception. Medium. Tiny hammer shatters. Something inside the machine. Something glass. An ampule. The words pale rupture light on the speaker panel and the machine starts filling with thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. Visual calculus. This can be navigated. The balls leave an almost imperceptibly disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat. Going mostly by sound, eyes are useless at this point. But that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. Kim, it can be done. Just watch. Reaction speed low. Bad at ball games. Let's see. Stay on the ball. Kim, it can be done.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Why do they even make these? If it's impossible to win, give up winning, it's too stressful. Let's see, why do they even make these if it's impossible to win? Give up. Wait, it's literally the same thing. But give up. Winning is too stressful. Go for it. Failure. How? If you can't even see it. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy. And that's it. That was a... Interfacing. All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Run your fingers over the dust. The white Diora machine. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman. What's white Diora? Hold on.
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The best goat game. Encyclopedia. Deora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era on the Mundi Isola, the others being Sevilla and Ad Vesper Acidic. Oh my god. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually. Empathy, the lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines. How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball? Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
Drama. He doesn't. We fire up one of these balls.
Fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist pinball.
I was gonna say, they're just making up words, but they literally are just making up really long words. Just ad vesper asynct. Ray Sylvia. Maybe that's how you say it, I don't know. Half-Light. What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now. What about the other one? The Franco-Nigerian ball. Want to play that?
No.
Just, no. Think, Kim Kutaragi. Let's see. Encyclopedia. Success. Kim Pinball Kutaragi, aka Kimball. Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him. You're Kim Pinball Kutaragi. Hey, Kimball. I'm not going to talk to him about that.
So now he remembers.
He looks at you in the silence of the workshop, then takes his glasses off and cleans them.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
Wait, but I still can't remember anything else. You don't seem to really like pinball.
Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman.
You don't seem to like it.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame.
Then why do they call you Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How did you...
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Lame. Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story.
You were a juvie cop for 15 years.
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
Wait, so that's why you... didn't talk to... Wait, so that's why you didn't talk to Kuno.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
I'm gonna call you Pinball now. I'm gonna call you Kimball now. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. You're Lieutenant Kutsaragi to me.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
That reminds me, I need to talk to Kuno as well. Elevator. The small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Look in. A small nougat of sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There's a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. Perception sight. The maintenance card under the control panel reads last maintenance 10 July 88. The year is 51, so I guess quite a long time. Look at the elevator controls. It says last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
The elevator was last maintained in the future. No. 88. This elevator hasn't been maintained in a long time.
The last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Rhetoric. It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic. Look at the elevator controls. I wonder what this elevator was used for. Close the doors and go up.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Let's see. He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Look at the elevator controls. There's a large rectangular box, motor, dysentery, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. Encyclopedia. Small steel plaque reads, Halter 800. Halter is a Kronstinger lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago. Go in. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. Oh, that's the pinball jacket. I don't know if I should take that or... Because I know certain clothing items, if you take them, you can't get other clothing items. And I think if I take the pinball jacket, I can't get some pants I want later. So I won't take the... Actually, here, I'll take it and read it. And then I'll just load it again. Pinball Maker's Coat. +1 empathy. Mr. Nixflux. Blues. +1 to hand-eye coordination. This dusty old coat used to belong to someone named Mr. Niflox. The name is stitched into the silk lining. It smells of moths and ancient engine grease, but fits you perfectly. A strange, lonely emotion fills you when you tighten the belt around your waist. It does match the hat, though. That stuff. Futurism theme. Let's see. The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted. I'm not a hobo yet. Well, I will be soon. When I eventually run out of money. Logic. So this is where they brought faulty pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf. Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point. This used to be a pinball workshop.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Looks like they gave up. This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
He taps his foot. Perception hearing. A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardys bang away at it.
Island Empire. But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection. Could this mean the Whirling in Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Logic. Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. Island Empire. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse. And Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so that he can perform counterspells. Finish thought. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. Barred door. The door is small, but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside. So what's on the other side? Unbar the door. Leave. Let the door remain.
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Class about this route. See how she reacts.
Conceptualization. Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly, and read science fiction. Unbar the door, leave. This is one way to get to the roof. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Sanic. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers. Hand-eye coordination. Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind rises from the roof, picking them up in the air. Move your hand fast. Discard chance. Oh, success. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a maybell. Gained item, dried maybells. Khalees. I don't know how you pronounce that. Classige? Whatever. The young woman looks at the many bells in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod. Okay, I should talk to Kim first, and then her.
Officer, what was that?
What was what? It was nothing. You mean the sweating, the fidgeting when the mention of her name?
Yes.
And the sort of quivering jello thing with the eye. Pointy-eared, twitching eye. I think I know that woman.
Yes.
I think I know that
The
one.
victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Let's see. Rhetoric. Whatever you do, don't say the first thing. I didn't rape her. I met her in the hallway after I woke up. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out, that I partied hard, and not very mental healthily. I asked her where we are, what city is this, maybe even what year, something like that.
Okay, that's manageable.
I know, that's quite the heavy one.
So she overheard you, or did you party together?
So, this is what it feels like to be interviewed. Fun. Not very fun. I got nothing to hide. You'll get through it. She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
I asked her where we are, what city this is.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Nothing. Let's move on.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
Esprit de corps. You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right. Rhetoric. Is it, though? Nothing. You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Perception sight. Her hair is still slick from the shower. Electrochemistry. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here. Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. Proceed politely. No time for pleasantries. We have questions for you. Proceed in a rush.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wander north towards the yard. Visual calculus. Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
Politely.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It has. Disco Infernum. Hell, you know not of what you speak. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell, to another place, a third place, much different from our world. No, I just trashed the place. Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Encyclopedia. The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning, the entire human race. Instills with you a fuck-it-all swagger, and prompts one to plow through, to plow into grannies on your morning stroll. It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on. How long do you think until the hard wears us down? Things are only getting easier for me. I'm a policeman. To-do, Rudu. Imitate a siren. Doo-doo-doo. You ain't seen nothing yet. There's a karaoke stage downstairs.
Wow.
She shakes her head in silent disbelief, breathing in the coffee smell. Johnny Law is about to tear it up, sad style. Actually, Johnny Law isn't gonna tear it up. That would be unprofessional. Sad style.
I assure you, he's not about to tear it up in any style. In fact...
Conceptualization. We'll show him. You'll tear it up. All the styles.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette. Suggestion. Be careful, ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. What's your name, miss, for the record? Nice room you've got here. They tell us you've been through something difficult. What is this wild flower? Show her the flower. She looks at the dried petals in your palm and lightly touches one with her fingernail. Perception sight. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Why? Why was it there? Sudden change of topic.
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
What's your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
Clausier. Encyclopedia. Same name that Titus gave you. Like her accent, it sounds Oranese. Her perception sight, her birthmarks also signal Orion. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them. Are you from Oran?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
What is Oriane?
A bad memory, officer.
A bad memory of what? Understood, miss.
It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
Rhetoric. Thankfully, it's implied. How old are you?
I'm 28.
She takes a drag. What do you miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
She raises both eyebrows. What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
Island Empire. If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove. Oranese lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
As someone who took a lot of English in college, that's pretty accurate. How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money. Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
I'm pretty sure I have a legal right to demand your passport, miss. How do I know you told us your real name? Okay, then.
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
A drama. She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street, and I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
Logic. There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law. That's not why you hid it, though.
It's also why I hid it.
I know, I had to take a bunch of completely useless math classes. It doesn't, because I went for business, and they force you to take a whole lot of math, even though you literally aren't ever going to use it. Ever again. It was very miserable. It's also why I hid it.
Why, yes.
He suddenly is very attentive.
I'm an unpopular girl. There are people back home who don't like me. If they show up, I'm in a hurry. The kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry, this has nothing to do with your investigation.
What kind of people are these, the ones that don't like you?
I would love to change the subject. It's not important. Unless I'm some kind of suspect.
Not yet. No, we've just come to talk. You might be.
Phew.
She wipes her brow. Okay then.
Okie dokie.
She pours herself more coffee. Composure. If any of this has made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements. Thank you. That's it, for the record.
The record? So official.
Nice room you've got here.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags? That door there, point to it. Did you know that leads to a downstairs elevator? I have other questions for you.
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
Reaction speed. There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now. There's a peephole on the other side, looking into your bedroom. There's an old pinball workshop. The room back there. This place used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun. A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
The lieutenant points to the window. The unmade bed is visible through the glass.
Okay.
There's a pause as she processes this information. Empathy, a jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending at her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
It could just be a coincidence. It could be connected. We don't know at this point.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it? Let's not discuss this any longer.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
Logic, she does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
You must have some idea who might have been interested in making that hole.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Logic, yet. Maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself. That's all for now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here? In the whirligin rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
I have other questions.
Okay.
She takes a pensive drag of her cigarette. Watching herself, a perception sight, watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling, and draped in smoke. They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss? Have you been raped? Forget about it. I don't want to talk about this shit.
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
It's not that early. And what does that mean? Were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Rhetoric. By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
I understand.
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us. Are you sure you weren't raped? What did happen between you and the victim? What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age. Why did they hang him, if not rape? Why was there a bullet in his head? How did the Hardy Boys, Thank you for telling us.
We partied.
Wait, partied? Where have I heard that before? You mean like a birthday party? What kind of partying? The kind I do. I don't get it. What do you mean, partied?
A lot of partying going on.
Reaction speed. From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it. What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face. The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
No one parties harder than me. Harder than this. Keep pointing at your face. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Please, you're alive in 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14.
She stops and takes a short drag.
What no one does on your level is hitting the repeat button. I'll give you that. And maybe room trashing.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
You were lovers? Were feelings involved? Understood.
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
What can you tell me about him? Ames' eyes must be hard for you. Point to the yard. Seeing him there. Why did they hang him?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
I just asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands, warning them. Must have been hard for you to see him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Pain threshold. A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. Composure. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot. The call reporting the hanging. That was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do it? The caller's voice was disguised.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Let's see. Caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Logic. So she is Guard's mystery phone cutter. And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Logic. Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Interfacing. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever, crossing the lines like that. Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
A drama. She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
A drama. I'm not picking up on any theater craft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me and Sylvie, the bartender.
Logic, this is beginning to get confusing. For you too. We don't like that. Where was she last night? Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Let's see. How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
And thank you for telling me all this. She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Let's go. Composure. She turned to the bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Cool. Where's it coming from? So cool. Composure. From the distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography. Nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Actually, now that I hear superstar, the law official, in the same sentence, sounds weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. You've got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar. I'm trash. Yeah, cool trash superstar. Big dick cop. Down on his luck. Salam Rocky Ba. Badass. On the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights. Action. Wait, that's not about a ludicrous fantasy world. No, fuck you. Finish that. What? Yeah, you know, beneath it is just heartbreak. A pulmonary tract infection. Arthroskelet disease, I don't know. This is where you say action, and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. Conceptualization. This is the beginning of your legend. Fuck it. Action. No, I'm too downbeat. I won't say these things anymore. Wave off the thought. The bed has been hastily made. Clear window. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Run your fingers across the surface of the glass. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface. This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes. Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Yeah, I haven't played this in years, so I forgot exactly how far it goes. But I don't think it does. You think this will make them cooperate? That woman is a prostitute. That's why. This is the window where she... this is the room where she... You know.
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seems candid. Something is off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Oh, wait, not the window. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. Hotel bill calculations. Look like she's had an extended stay. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. Oh yeah, I can take the bottles. Sell them. Hobo cop style. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Medicine cabinet. This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills haphazardly stacked one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. Look at the toothbrush. Look at the medications. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet and pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acolyte acid. I don't know. APAP, I'm not a doctor. Eye drops. Blood thinners. There's quite a collection in here.
Anything of note?
Search the bottles. Pill bottles rattle around like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol. Hisptapdiridol. Something in a foreign language you can't read. Like, all of these are something I can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. The label reads Nacra. Encyclopedia. Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around. Whisper. Nacra. Opioid antagonist. Keep it to yourself.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Search the pill sheets. Among some foreign, probably Messenian or Gottwaldian marked red blister packs, you find... What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how. Electrochemistry, 72%. Is there something more interesting here? Actually, I need to pass this, because this is important for later. Party's hard. Fail. Well, let me see what it says. Nothing of note. The further you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest of this stuff is. This is only one of 2 of these items you can get in the whole game. A bright orange bottle of Preptide stamped on it. It's sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding the plastic container. What's so exciting about this orange bottle? It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextropophore blah blah blah. And talk about psychological disorders. But what you're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed. Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Electrochemistry. The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy. Interfacing. Take it. In secret. -1. Told Kim about it. Or -2. Told Kim about it. -1. Sweaty hands. Just take it in plain sight. The lieutenant looks towards the door as if he didn't see you pilfer the sweet Preptide. Interfacing. He did, though. He totally did, and now he thinks less of you. Should have kept it sabrosa. Electrochemistry. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now. Close the cabinet. Let me out, Kim. Oh yeah, this guy.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling in rags. Hi. Hello, adjust your tie. You're here.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here? I met your Sunday friend. Composure, 28%, +1. He's so different. Kim is a real bro. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My apartment is right upstairs. This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke. I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I just go wherever life takes me.
Well, here's to you.
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You were right, he was magical. Magically bureaucratic. I didn't like him as much as I like you. I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
Who is he? What are you two? Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night? I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
He has keys. And he likes the view.
Who?
The sea, I mean.
Well, who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
He smiles and his smile seems melancholic.
To his opportunities in Occident, Sir Leclerc. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean? A Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
I don't want to talk about other people, I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Oh, it's only at 28%. What is it, the way he carries himself? Oh. Composure failed. It's the sports. He's a sports guy. It's all about the physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Well, maybe I can come back to that later. Oh, I think I need to see if I can interact with Kuno here for later. I don't know that song. Who sings it?
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Oh, the Goo Goo Dolls, okay. Kuno, I found your shack. Point to the shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno. I phase shifted through the roofing material. Before we go on with that, let's talk about how you said it was just some roofing material. Some gimps left behind. Oh, that was a lie. Push the panels aside.
And then what? You fucking there? You fucking Kuno's kingdom?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
What was with the pig head? I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it? What's with the tube of magnesium? Kuno? I've heard enough of this.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Were you trying to send me a message of some sort? Demo tape, like some kind of musician. Cool pighead. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. It's shit. Forget it.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Conceptualization. Well played. No one saw that coming. Yeah, the self-deprecating humor, that always... it's always funny. Found a plate covered in a powdered residue.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Fuck your shit back to normal. Electrochemistry. I bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes. What's with the tube of magnesium?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was. Endurance. You could use some. It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time. Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
I've heard enough.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Okay, I have to pass this empathy check. Let's see. Empathy low. +2. Shut the body down. -1 backed down from Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Magnesium's cool until death. Oh, was it empathy? I should probably put a point in empathy. I might as well do it now. Because I have to pass this for later.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad.
For-
Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
For something I want to do. Let me see what it says. He's on your crime scene, bossing you around, and he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful. Oh yeah, that's right. I think you can, like, bribe him or something instead of doing the empathy check. I'll see where that goes. Hey, Kuno, think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people. Kuno, listen, I know this boundary-pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups. Oh, that's not good. I don't know. I don't take very many drugs. I just drink alcohol every now and then. Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Wanna help the RCM bust a murderer? Kuno, City of Rage, Night City. What's going on there? I'm intrigued.
No!
The evil shit behind the fence. Acts like she's coughing up a furball.
You told him about it and now he knows your name!
This city is not fucking lame. You are lame. Kuno's tired of defending Rage City from... Just fuck off, alright? And fuck you too, putting Kuno on the spot like that. Kuno doesn't need to fucking explain his shit. Kuno's king. He rules here. Fuck did you want?
Conceptualization. Explain himself. As if explaining some kind of work. Some kind of avant-garde work. Ahead of its time. I'm intrigued. No, I'm not interested. I don't wanna art. I don't wanna art. Conceptualization. You must get to the bottom of this. One of these days, sadly. It's unlikely to happen today. Kuno, let's talk about your shack again. Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Now, I think I can bribe him with the shirt you can get at the pawn shop. I don't know if I have to do something else to trigger that, but I'll go ahead and buy it and go see, and if that doesn't work, I'll just reload it and just pass the empathy check. $2.
Welcome to Hell.
Welcome to Hemdall. He's thinking about cyberpunk.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Okay, no, I can't do that. Okay. I'll just reload and pass the empathy check then.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno's like Kuno's dad.
There we go. Empathy. It's not Kuno. It's Kunis. Interesting. How? Act on it. Try to separate them. Kuno. Interesting how? Kunis is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Fuck you whispering about?
Empathy. He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about?
Rhetoric. She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
He turns to you and hunkers down. Empathy. This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this. Kuno, listen to me. She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary. Phew, am I glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad manipulating thing you say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno way! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
Try once more to figure him out. Find a way to connect with him. +2. Hero with a gun. -1. Back down from Kuno. +1. Talked about the kingdom.
Kuno doesn't fucking care. Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno's like Kuno's dad.
There we go. You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kunice. Okay. So, what's the deal with Kunice? Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she always hides behind the... it's the same dialogue.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. Extra, it's the
wants
same.
to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
Okay, what's up with her? She's terrifying, crazy, scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane, dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in, probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
Empathy. She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again. You did it. They're separated. He even turns his back to her so she can't read his lips. What do you mean? She smoked someone. You think she has anything to do with the dead man? You said she's insane. What's the language she uses? She said, is she your sister? How are you dealing with all of this?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
She points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck, looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
That hallway there, with the janitor's closet, point. Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in how?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
What do you mean she smoked someone? Let's see. Said that she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
Whoa. What's the real deal? Let's leave it at that.
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
Rhetoric. And he doesn't want to even think about it. This isn't just another boast. I mean, she smoked someone.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
She stares at you intently. Oh, he stares at you intently. Perception sight. His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere. Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone? You serious about this killing business? What if she has, Kuno? That would explain things.
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers. Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
Logic. A cop would be too large for her to overpower. But a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you, both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Kuno, do you think it's possible that she's killed other children? Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
A drama. He speaks the truth, my liege. What's that language you use?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Encyclopedia. Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra. And taiga. Covered, Katla Isola, far, far away from here. As far as possible, really. Do they have any red-haired people there? Kuno. Could she be Cerise? And this isn't important. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Cerise, have that ginger gene. Oh no, the ginger gene. They don't have souls. Oh no. Could she be Cerise?
Cerise? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Encyclopedia. Revachol does have a small Cerise community. Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally. How are you dealing with all of this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
He spits through the gap in his front teeth. She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. You need backup. I'm here for you. Okay, kid.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
Empathy. This is what it's all come down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
Understood, Kuno. I can respect that. Who are you kidding, kid? You can't take down a man several times your size. You'll end up dead yourself. Understood, Kuno.
All right. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
I can buy the pants. I want to buy the flan pants. +1 to savoir-faire and +1 to physical instrument. Was about running an errand for you. Illegal narcotics. Let me save.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about... Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
His eyes bulge. Their veins reach out like tree branches.
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Nod. Okay. This is very interesting, but I'll have to get back to you.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno? I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's gonna happen, conclude.
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Endurance. Are you sure you can take the most violent man in Revachol in your condition? How much material are we talking about?
Like half?
He says very confidently. Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
But that's not very much material at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
Visual calculus. You can barely see it because there's barely any. I made up my mind.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
I'm gonna go in there, all guns blazing, to get that speed, because I need it. I'm gonna go in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm gonna confiscate that crap. I'm going in there for justice. I'm an narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Lie. You need speed. I'm gonna go... I'm not going in there. Because I need it.
Alright, pig. You can plug him, but you can't stop him. It'll only buy you time. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm going to kill Kuno's dad. I'm a bad addict cop, and I'm going to get my fix. Come on, Kim, whisper. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad. Door to apartment 12. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the door frame with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno, the Realtor. Looks like we found where Kuno's dad lives. Point to the bill on the door.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Knock lightly. Interfacing. Use the cutters on the chain. Very high, 97%. Let's... Interfacing. Success. Snip. The cutters go through like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Oh, there's something I missed in here. Moss crawls on the bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Kuno de Reiter is the name on the unfinished homework. It's from 2 years ago. Glossy erotica covers the walls, wrinkled from moisture. Writing desk. A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw. Lieutenant, I've located the psychoactive substances on the table. Take the speed from the table.
Good. Confiscate it.
Esprit de corps. The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room. Take it. You pocket the bottle of it, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. The air stinks with something sour. Oh, here I got the speed bottle. +1 to motorists, and -1 morale. 3 uses left. How convenient. Someone has equipped this tiny bottle of amphetamines with a straw. It's the Lorryman Speed on the go. Speed Saint Baptiste Preptide. +1 motorics, -1 morale. This bright orange medication bottle declares the brand name Preptide in a sunny, happy manner. Someone has lost the bottle, but who cares? Oh yeah, I got that. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna read I got some pants. Where are they? Regular black jeans, +1 composure. A normal day for a normal guy. Thank God for black jeans. Everyone looks good in black jeans. Combine it with your favorite book t-shirt, and a yellow plastic bag, and a channel that laid-back trash bin raccoon meets a cool professor vibe. Or do whatever you want, just for a pair of black jeans after all. Oh, well, hello there, Faye. How are you? Oh, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello there, Sugar Fox. Sugar Fox Streams. Nice to meet you. Welcome, raiders. Nice to have you here. I'm Holographic Bacon. I'm a Goat Demon VTuber, and right now I'm playing a Disco Elysium. It's basically just an interactive book. It's a detective game. Oh yeah, you were playing Baldur's Gate 3. How is that? I haven't seen anything of it. I hear it's really, really good though. Curious to... Yeah, it is. A pile of clothes. A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. Stained parka, some towels, and a dovet. Some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Hold up, Lieutenant. look at the pile of clothes.
Look at this example of today's youth. They'd rather spend their time watching some goatee men VTuber than be
Oh,
productive.
hello there. Monster Draws, hello there. Thank you very much for the raid. Hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome raiders. Oh, you were playing together. The Baldur's Gate 3 thing. Cool. Hello there. Welcome everybody. I'm Holographic Bacon. I'm a goat demon VTuber and I'm playing Disco Elysium. It's basically an interactive book. And I'm a detective, trying to solve a murder mystery. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I don't know anything about Baldur's Gate, but I hope you all had a really fun time. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at the pile of clothes. Slowly reach out your hand. The lieutenant has covered his nose. Slowly reach out your hand. Something underneath there is breathing. Island Empire. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out. Keep extending your hand towards the pile. Fuck this, I'm out. No. Your hand touches a greasy dovet, covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There's something alive underneath. It's deep, in suffering somehow. Pull the blanket off. Kuno's dad. You see a 60-year-old fat red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol, and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. Alright, well thank you very much for the raid, Draws. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Let's see. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. Kim, is this thing even alive? Is this Kuno's father we're seeing? Maybe we should help him somehow. Whisper, I took your amphetamines, old man. That's the... This Kuno's father.
Judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
Kuno's dad. The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes. I was expecting something worse. I can't believe it. Kuno's dad isn't a loser. It must be someone else. Doesn't look like he's going to fuck anyone up anytime soon.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
Kuno's dad. A pair of half-open eyes, bug eyes, is staring back at you from the dark. Empty and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake. Hold on. What happened to his eyes? He's gonna sleep it off. I know this shit. This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's not dead. Suddenly, the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Let's see, whisper. I took your amphetamines. Perception, hearing. Figure out what he's trying to say. 97%. Perception, hearing. The man groans once again, but his tone keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then, it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs. What did you just say? You're awake. He's awake. Fuck you, die. That's... What did you just say? His hand falls back to the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Was this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to the fleshy lump sticking out from the other side of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to time. Perception, sight. And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a strip of sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. Encyclopedia. Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. Maybe we should help him somehow. Let's see, maybe I should help him somehow.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Excellent form.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down.
Oh no, they live in America.
They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The lieutenant stops, listening to him. Rhetoric. Years, months, weeks. The pile of blankets grunts miserably. Whisper, I took your amphetamine, old man. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. Leave. There, I got the amphetamines for Kuno. Now I gotta give them back to him.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way, street way.
Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad? By kilo you mean gram, right? Alright. Fair is fair. Give Kuno the vial. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12. Don't give it to Kuno. I'm keeping it, and I'm doing it all myself. Don't give it to Kuno. I'm not ready to make this decision. Aren't you gonna ask me how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He nods approvingly at the lieutenant. Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
By kilo you mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Rhetoric. Kuno means gram. Alright, fair's fair.
Wow, that's heavy.
He waves the minuscule bottle around, then slips it into his coat pocket.
There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that.
Alright, task complete. Split a kilo with Kuno. And I gained the speed bottle. Out comes another smaller vial. From the sock above his running shoe. There's no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash container.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you're going on. I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you've got going on in that apartment. Kuno, I met your dad. There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment. There were tons of unpaid utility bills there.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
Kuno, I met your dad.
Yeah, you do some sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
It was dark in there. We sneaked in and got out. It was what you said. Kim dressed up as a hooker. Full drag distracted him. Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. I killed your dad, Kuno. Yeah, we snuck in.
You got lucky. Kuno's dad was out getting more drink. Kuno knew that. That's why he sent you. Kuno cares about his pig. Doesn't want his pig to get hurt.
There was a textbook with your name on it.
Yeah, so fucking what?
It says Kuno, not Kuno. Kuno, Director. Nothing.
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
That's a lame name, Kuno. I like it. Kuno the writer.
Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it.
You can't fuck with Kuno.
There were tons of unpaid utility bills.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Rhetoric. You can guess. Let me guess. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them. There's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else. Find a job, pay them yourself. Your dad can't handle things anymore. Change of topic then.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
That's no place to live in.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
Okay, let's conclude.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb.
Okay, I'm
Kuno
off.
doesn't fucking care.
Okay, let's see. I leveled up. Let's see what I can do here. I don't think I have another thought cabinet thing. Oh, I do, actually. Motorway south. -1 visual calculus. Bizarre angles. Sure, let me throw that in here. Oh yeah, I think I need to talk to Renee. They might know something about the bullet.
Officer! Ah. God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want?
Do Maybells mean anything to you, Renee? Show him the flower.
I prefer the old name. Insulindian Lily. Girls bought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck.
Hold on, is this royalist military tradition? Did they bring you good luck?
It used to be. But the communards were fond of them too. Call them revolutionary flowers. Bells of the revolution.
Did they bring you good luck?
You know what? No. They brought me misery, false hope, and disappointment. The revolutionaries sullied them.
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sullied the ID for you, was it? She gave them to me too, and your jealous little heart just couldn't accept it.
Enough! I can go over these matters in detail with you, Gaston, but not while we have company. So, officers.
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
The lieutenant quickly asks.
Maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you have to wait for at least a month.
Let's see. Composure legendary. I can do it again since I put a point into it. What's this old soldier about? Let's see. Oh, it succeeded. Good. Composure. As Renee turns to you, turns to his partner and back, the metals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his rib cage lifted, displaying them proudly. How many metals are there? 2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller metal resembles the sun. Look at the cross. Look at the sun. A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below. Encyclopedia. The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frisil, the first during the Revolution. Look at the cross. A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The metal hangs from a blue stripped triangle. Encyclopedia again. It's in the Croix de BRB. These French names, I don't know how to pronounce any of them. The Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in the suzerain armed forces, awarded for exceptional bravery in the line of duty and service of King Frisil I. Croix de Bravoure. The setting sun. Point to his chest. Did you get them for...
For bravery.
He interjects. Empathy. It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days. That's what I was going for. Bravery. Not for killing babies or... Oh my, I'm not... for bravery.
I'm sure. but I know this uniform's reputation. You are also wondering if I got this for raping women or killing babies.
No, I really wasn't. I'm just asking. So did you? I don't know the reputation of anything. I don't even recognize the war. Sounds controversial. Let's talk about something else.
Honor is everything to me.
He says with grim finality. Rhetoric. Whoa, sounds like you're about to open the gates of conversation. This man will literally talk your ear off, if you let him. Wander off to memory lane. So what did you get the medals for? Sounds like there's a story there, but I'd like to talk about something else right now.
For doing my duty in the heat of battle, for looking my mortality in the eye, when men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Saved a princeling. Listen, Renee, I might want to hear that story later, but I have more important things to discuss. Saved a princeling.
During the first months of the revolution here in Revachol, unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest.
The old carabiner runs his fingers over the larger metal.
Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Must have been a bloodbath. Pretty damn clever indeed. Bastards, slowly shake your head. Must have been a bloodbath.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw. Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
He pats his right thigh. Volition. Hang on to that story. Veterans get sentimental after each retellings. This might yield something useful. Okay then, what did you do? Shattered knee interesting. Actually, I'll pick up on that later. Okay, what did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
Rhetoric. The bane of horses.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me. The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
That's no dink. That's a fighter. I'd give up. Oh no, my battery's getting low, and I can't plug it in, because I'm on a capture card, and when I plug it in, it makes a really loud buzzing sound, so... What time is it? Yeah, it's almost time, my usual time that I end the stream anyway. I'll finish up this conversation here. I'd give up. Can't imagine living without my jaw. Touch your jaw. This would never happen to Johnny Law. Law jaw. Point to your jaw. My jaw is tight.
So I grabbed the dink and started crawling, kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived, and the jailless freak convinced Friesel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood, piss and shit. He was the commanding officer, and I was on duty, just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
Composure. You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breast, an untarnished self-worth. Sounds like you're being modest, Renee. The old carabiner stands quietly, like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drizant. 2 days later that was. And that even while crawling with mangled half-dead prints on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Composure. Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself. It's there. Hold on. You're just a little bit proud of Renee's heroics, aren't you? Quite impressive. It's men like Renee who made Revachol great once. I'm not impressed. All these heroics. Where is he now? No, you gotta play to win. Look after you first. This doesn't seem like a good moment to express my opinion.
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like René himself. Certainly not to me. How did you find the story to be, officer?
Quite impressive. It's men like Renee who made Revachol once great.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer.
He points to the sun-shaped
medal.
medal.
For anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot repeatedly, and you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Sounds like you're being modest. Thanks for the story.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please, bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
Conceptualization. You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier. Well, I can't do that. It's way too low. Renee told you a story of war. Now impress him with your heroics. -2 threw the bowl in the sea. +1 replace the bowl. Thank you for your time. Okay, well, my controller is about to die here, so unfortunately that's going to have to be it for me for tonight. I usually go for about 3 hours anyway, so that's perfect, I guess. Alright, well, thank you all very much for watching. And have a good night. I wish I could send you somewhere, but I'm not an affiliate yet, unfortunately. Maybe someday, but unfortunately I can't do that. But I do appreciate all of the raids and people sticking by and talking and stuff. Everybody have a good night. Thank you.